Hello everybody, Professor underscore Elm 5 here for our Week 5 GPL matchup as the Coastal Claydols are facing off against Arvid, Arvocado, and Big Metal. Now, Arvid has a very, very interesting team. Obviously, first and foremost, the star of his team, the mascot of his team, his namesake, Metal, which obviously is such a powerful Pokemon. 130 plus in HP, attack, defense. This thing hits like a truck. This thing basically, this thing does. This thing two-shots everything I have access to right now, and this thing's gonna be a gigantic threat. Now, on the other hand, kind of like last week, where my opponent Sylvie had to Zeraora, which is obviously one of the strongest Pokemon around right now. Very powerful, very fast. That thing's a threat, but I'm a little more threatened by maybe one of his secondary team members. Because obviously, once again, Zeraora, Metal, very strong Pokemon, hit like trucks, but they don't necessarily super hard counter my team, so it's just a matter of dealing with a very strong Pokemon as compared to last week, where Sylvie's Incineroar really hard checked basically my entire team. And then this week, Arvid's G-Max, as you can see on the opponent's team section of the video, he has G-Max Charizard, which, as you guys know, I've loved the Sun strats the last couple of weeks, but with Charizard being on his team, having access to solar power, I thought maybe this week, it's the week, a few clouds to come in. We're a little overcast, so we're not bringing the Sun Core this week, which obviously you can see on the screen, but we're not bringing that, and that's a big reason why. Now, obviously, the Sun would be nice to deal with Metal potentially, but again, I don't really think Venusaur is super great in this game anyway, and I don't want to let my opponent benefit from the Sun. Also, he has Mantine, which obviously, everybody's brought it up. I've struggled a little bit with the bulky water types when it's come to my G-Max. But we have a plan for that as well. I'll explain that as well. A bit of a Mantine, a good Pokemon. Defog, it can Toxic, it can just fire off Skulls, very bulky, doesn't have terrible offensive stats. And then also he's gotten the Goodra, obviously, which is a very powerful Pokemon, very bulky with AV. That thing can take a lot of powerful hits. That thing has great coverage. He's brought Scarf before. Honestly, I'm pretty threatened by that set. I'm hoping he doesn't bring that, but he could also be, obviously, once again, he has the Mew, which can do anything. Effectively outside of that, he's got Ruin Regis, which I'm actually very afraid of. I had to build some of my team around being able to potentially counter the Ruin Regis. If that thing sets up Trick Room can really threaten my team. Obviously, we have a pretty fast team. Arvid, as you can see, does not have a very fast team, so I think his best bet is probably to set up Trick Room in this battle, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that, but if he does bring that, that is part of the reason why I'm bringing the Galarian Corsola. I think that does help us check the thing we're running min speed on that. But once again, we'll get into that when we get into the team preview. And obviously, also he has a Hitmontop, which Intimidate can be relatively threatening because we do have a very physical team. Miltank, Whimsicott can do a lot of things. Set up screens, lay down a switcheroo, which he's been doing from time to time, so he could try to take one of our items away from us. That continues to be a fact that he's got Drapion, he's got Cutiefly, so a lot of interesting Pokemon on his team. Very, very threatening, 3-4-mon core there of Metal, Charizard, Goodra, Mantine. Pokemon that really counter us very well. So I've had to get kind of creative this week. Gotten a lot of help this week from the boys, of course. Senior Strategetic Officer Max Jax put in a ton of legwork and helped me put together the team this week. Big shout out to him. Love it when he's able to help us with the team. Also, Burger, Nico, Ted for Prez, some members of the community helping us out. And also, if you want to help me out, by the way, don't be afraid to join the Elm Discord. Link in the description and in the channel description. So don't be afraid to hop in there if you want to just talk about these battles before them. But nevertheless, let's get into the team. So obviously, first we're bringing the G-Max Inteleon. Everybody has something to say about the way I've been using this Inteleon. And I kind of get it. We haven't used it our best last couple of battles. Now, in defense last week, his Checkfur, which was a Primarine, just stayed alive the whole battle. Wasn't a lot I could do about that. But this week, to avoid being countered by a bulky water, we are bringing a physical Inteleon set. This set really He can still basically one-shot the Charizard with a decent roll, unless there's even a little bit of chip on it. He's definitely taking out the Charizard. This thing can set up an SD in front of the Mantine. The Mantine can't do tons. Now, if it gets a burn, but it's Scald, that's annoying. But otherwise, we can set up in front of the Mantine. If he decides to G-Max, we can G-Max and really threaten him out. I really like that. Inteleon does threaten out the G-Max Charizard pretty well, as long as I can bring it in and not have him take a hit. I assume he's going to have Max Overgrow this week. We can also Max Guard. We have options with the Inteleon. And again, once again, not countered by the bulky water type. Physical Inteleon with an SD, basically 2 shots Mantine with some decent Icicle Spear rolls. I opted to run Icicle Spear over the Acrobatics. Now, Charizard setting up with the G-Max with the Max Airstream, that can get a little annoying for my team. That thing can get some speed. Once again, hopefully Inteleon kind of threatened that out. He can take anything but a Max Overgrow from that thing when he's G-Maxed. Also, Max Inteleon can potentially actually take a Thunder Punch from Melmetal if he's at full health. So, hopefully we can take a chunk out of the Melmetal. Really playing around the Melmetal is going to be a matter of, we're going to lose something, but just trying to get it like half down so something else can switch in, like the Weavile or something, and take it out. But, so that's kind of the plan with G-Max Inteleon. We're going to try and prove his value this week. Going to try to prove that I can use it well. That's the goal this week. That's what we're doing. We're doing Adamant, Max Attack, Max Speed, little Defense investment, and yeah, that's the plan. Next we have Cobalion coming again. We're running Shookaberry right now. I'm still on the fence about it. I gotta say, still don't love running it, but that's what I'm doing at the moment. We're running Stealth Rock, Volt Switch to Phase. Rocks, I think, are important in this game to chip the Charizard, chip the Melmetal, chip the big, bad, dangerous things. Close Combat, obviously, hits the Melmetal hard. Hits the Goodra. Really hits everything hard. It's Close Combat from a Cobalion. And then finally, we're running Toxic. Now, the Melmetal does kind of weaken Toxic in this game. I do think there is still some value over. We can Toxic the Goodra. We can Toxic the Ruin Regis if he brings it. I'm pretty adamant about Cobalion as a lead in this game, I think. But either way, then for the EV spread, we're running Max Attack. We're running just enough speed that we can outspeed Timid Charizard, Timid Mew, or Jolly Mew. Max Speed Mew, Max Speed Charizard, both of them at base 100. We can outspeed them with this spread, so we're able to put the rest of that into HP, which I think is handy. I like being able to do that. Then next we have Weavile. Very similar set to what we've been bringing most weeks. Focus Sash, Pickpocket, just in case. Knockoff, Icicle Crash, Low Kick for the Melmetal, and Swords Dance. Now, Weavile, another thing that really potentially could sweep in this game. If we can get him in at the right time, get an SD up. He can... with some things weak, and this thing can really come in and do a lot of damage to a lot of things. This thing basically also KOs the Goodra from full if it's a especially defensive variant, even without a Icicle Crash. Now, one thing that does nerf Focus Sash a little bit in this game is Double Iron Bash. The fact that Double Iron Bash is a multi-hit move does hurt that Focus Sash, so we can't just come in on so we can't just switch in on the Melmetal when he's, around half and just take him out with Low Kick and just accept that we'll take the Double Iron Bash and steal his item with the Focus Sash. So that, very annoying, but what do you do? I still think that Focus Sash Weavile, very handy. I like having him as a pivot. I like being able to bring him in. Swords Dance, I really like the Focus Sash Weavile. Been loving him so far this season. Then next, we are bringing Choice Specs Hydreigon. With the Choice Specs on this guy, with a roll, we can take out, or a little bit of chip, we can take out the Goodra, we can take out the Melmetal, we have Dark Pulse, just in case for the Ruin Regis, for the Mew. And then we have U-Turn to pivot out. I could switch that into Taunt or Defog or something, but I like having the pivoting. We have a good amount of pivoting on this team, and why not keep that up? So we're running that on the Hydreigon. Then for the first time all season, we are bringing the Galarian Corsola. EV obviously, Cursed Body could come in clutch. And one of my mock battles, Cursed Body actually I forget who I was mocking against, but he brought in the Melmetal, he was Choice Banded, he used Double Iron Bash, then Cursed Body, disabled it, so not saying that's something I'm gonna bank on, or something I could possibly bank on, but it could come in clutch, you never know. We are bringing him the Will-O-Wisp, another guy who can set up rocks. I think rocks are good in this battle. Strength Sap, obviously lower the attack. Obviously we have a team once again where his biggest threat is a big physical attacker, so a big, beefy physical wall that can also Willow, that we can Hex on the Ruin Regis. We're running Min Speed, Once again, just in case he does bring a Trick Room mode. Because again, I do think that Trick Room is really good for Arvid's team and really good against my team. So the Corsola, kind of a counter to that. We can come in, we can underspeed the Melmetal, get a burn off on it. We can get off Stealth Rocks if he tries to switch into Charizard. I think we're going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. So, yeah. Galarian Corsola definitely gives us some options. Happy to finally bring it one week. And then finally, as again you can probably see, we are bringing our lady friend Over Easy. This week, I think Over Easy, another thing that can kind of help deal with the Melmetal. It can also take a shot from Charizard at full. We're not running a very we are running lefties. We're running Super Luck over Serene Grace. I think Super Luck is a little bit better this week. I don't really care about the burn from Fire Blast. Like, the thing I want to hit with Fire Blast is getting KO'd by Fire Blast. Don't care about the Dazzling Gleam. I mean, there's no secondary effect for Dazzling Gleam. An Ancient Power Boost might be nice, but the only situation where I'm clicking Ancient Power is when I'm in front of the Charizard. Because obviously Ancient Power, very good against Charizard. That's literally the only thing I have it for. So I'm only clicking it once all battle if I'm clicking it at all. So I prefer the chance of getting crits, just because I'm going to be clicking way more moves than I'm going to be clicking Ancient Power once, if that makes sense. So we went with Super Luck this week. Also, just in case he brings like some kind of like Cosmic Power, Mew set, the extra crit could save us at some point. Then Nasty Plot, that had a chance to set up in front of certain things like the Mantine, like potentially the Goodra, depending on the set. The Hitmontop, maybe. Well, the Hitmontop can have triple axle, so probably not doing that against that. But nevertheless, max special attack, modest, max speed. So doing that, we're going with a very offensive Togekiss again this week. Kind of let that natural bulk be the thing that helps us more than investing in the bulk. But either way, that's what we're doing this week. We're going to have to play this game very well, I think. Arvid's team does really nicely counter ours. We're going to have to, try and use some of the tricks we brought this week. But I'm excited. I think it's going to be a great battle. If we can win this battle, we'll be 3-2. First time we've had a winning record all season. It'll also put us in a very strong playoff position in our division. Give us a chance at one of those wild card slots, which obviously love to have. We'd love to make the playoffs in our first season of Draft League play. So we can get in touch with Arvid, and I will see you guys in just a minute. Alright, and Arvid has sent the challenge along, so let's accept this and see what he has brought for us. And, okay. Okay, does not bring the Ruin Regis, which is A-okay by me. Otherwise, he basically brings everything else I was expecting. He's got the Miltank. Not really sure what the plan is with that. That's one thing I just haven't seen a lot. I didn't see a ton in a lot of the prep I was doing, but either way, once again, I'm happy to not see the Ruin Regis. The Trick Room strats were looking pretty good against me, but either way, so that's what he's got. So, not a ton of speed on this team. Yeah, and otherwise he brings everything I was expecting. The main threat's on his team, which is smart, but So yeah, we really don't lose anything by leading Cobalion here and just either going for rocks, going for just Volt switching out, really anything. So I'm gonna look at what Miltank does real quick, because I'm not honestly positive what that thing even does. But either way, yeah, I say we just lead Cobe and see where it goes. A good luck. Let's have a good battle. And yeah, best of luck to Arvid, and he leads with the Mew. Okay. So the Mew comes out early. Now the question does become, what is he doing with this thing? This thing is probably his Defogger. Oh, no, it could not be. His Defogger could be the Melmetal. I mean, could be the not the Melmetal. Defog. If he brings support Melmetal, GG. Let me think here. I could Toxic this thing. I could set up rocks expecting the Mantine to be the Defogger, and I kind of like doing that. So I think we set up rocks here. We see what he does. He is Cosmic Power. Alright. He is the Cosmic Power set. Alright. We go right into Togekiss for that then. expecting stored power, body press, and something else potentially. So we go right into Togue for that. We nasty plot up. So we can kind of keep pace with his power. Alright, that's what we do here. That's fine. This is a set I was sort of expecting. Or at least I knew was a possibility. So yeah. So, this is one of the spots where Super Luck could potentially come in handy. Because obviously the higher chance for, not that we're banking on a crit as our only strat, but the potential to get a crit does help a lot here. Because obviously if we do get a crit after a nasty plot or two, we are able to, obviously, hit through the defense, we are able to hit through the defensive boosts. Also, nasty plot obviously outpaces the boosting that he gets from Cosmic Power. So, this is something we are prepared for. I'm honestly kind of okay with this over some kind of, support like Stealth Rock, Toxic type of set. Maybe we should have Toxic'd him. That might have been a good idea. And okay, that's how much the stored power does. That's just a little bit more than I expected it to do, but that's okay. We do have the lefties recovery. We will actually nasty plot again, expecting another Cosmic Power. Yep. Okay, so now we outpace his boosts. Now he's +3 on the Spadef, we're +4 on the special attack. So now we do this, we attack, that does do a good amount of damage. We do get the crit! Oh, there it is! There's the Super Luck, baby! Oh, that is nice. That is nice. He's now asking, are you, I'm assuming asking, are you Super Luck? I'll never tell. Oh, that is pretty big. That is pretty big. Honestly, the stored power is doing a little more than I expected. But, over easy. Oh, that's a big start. That's nice. I don't like this much damage being on Togekiss, honestly. But, it is what it is. I have to imagine he brings in the Charizard here. Could actually bring in Miltank. I always forget the Miltank is base 100. You could bring in the Miltank here as well. He brings in the Goodra. Okay. So, if this thing is Scarfed, it outspeeds. It very well could be. I'd like to learn if it is. Because we're max speed, so it's either speed tie if he's max speed or he's Scarfed. So I'm going to go for the D-Gleam. He is Scarfed. Okay, or it was a speed tie. That's fine. So if that's the case, he is locked into Sludge Bomb. We can bring in either Hydreigon or Cobalion. If he is Scarfed. Oh, okay. Could have been a speed tie. Can't knock that out. But if it isn't, we can bring in Hydreigon, fire off a big Draco Meteor that hits anything on his team very powerfully. We take a Sludge Wave. Take a Sludge Bomb. Or he's not Scarfed. Or it's AV, and either way, we still have enough chip to take him out, so. It brings in the Zard, that's fine. We KO the Charizard then. Boom, there goes the Charizard. So there we go, nice. So that was helpful there. Once again, we know that thing is Scarfed, so we gotta remember that. Nothing on the team really outspeeds Scarf Goodra. But alright, took out the Charizard. That thing was a big threat to our team. I don't think the rocks we needed the rocks there, but either way, we got them. The rocks are helping, so we gotta play around the Goodra a little bit. Again, don't love losing Togekiss where we did, but he gave us some crucial information at the very least, so. Now we see what Arvid brings in next. We are minus special attack. We also still have Inteleon, which is nice. Inteleon's still useful in this game without the Charizard. Let's see, Corsola potentially becomes kind of sackable in a lot of these situations, but we'll see. We're not going to start worrying too much. Crit mattered. Of course the crit mattered. Of course the crit mattered, Arvid. I know the crit mattered. That's why I brought Super Luck. You were plus... Of course the crit... I mean, I'm going to check if the crit mattered. Because now I want to know. Of course the crit mattered. Yeah, it was +3. I was +4. Like... No, +4 attack. Wait a minute. Yeah, of course the crit mattered. I know the crit mattered. Alright, what are you bringing out next, Arvid? Alright, what's he bringing out next? And like I said, that's why we ran Super Luck. The Super Luck was... Okay, what do we do -2 to this thing? It's not AV. Well, wait a minute, though. He has Choice Scarf. He can just fire something off. Never mind. Let me think here. He's Scarf. Hydreigon. Yeah, he's killing Hydreigon easy here. So let me think. Can I switch to Cobe? What can take a... Saying it's a Draco. Can Cobe take a Draco from this thing? Yes. Could go for Fire Blast, but still wouldn't KO, apparently. See, we could also go to Corsola. What's that? That thing's taking anything from anything. We could go Weavile. We could go Weavile here, but we're not outspeeding is the problem. We're still not outspeeding with Weavile. So we're not even getting a free attack off, so... Playing around this thing isn't the easiest thing in the world. And what's he doing to Inteleon? He might KO. Okay. I think our switch in here is Corsola. He goes to the Flamethrower. Okay. Expect Cope. Doesn't actually have... He doesn't have... Okay. So he doesn't have Fire Blast. He has Flamethrower. Which, obviously less damage to Cope. We didn't bring Akaberry. See, I feel like... Do I just go in the Cobalion here? And just get a free close combat whenever it comes in? How much is this thing doing to me with Flamethrower? Let me check. Once again, I know it's Scarf. I don't love the amount of damage that's doing. I think I Will-O-Wisp and I get residual on something. Okay, out comes the Mantine. That's fine. That thing's heavy-duty boots. He says, I'm so fucking mad over that crit. I'm sorry, Arvid. I'm sorry I had to do you. I'm sorry I had to do you like that. I'm sorry I had to do you like that. I can tell him now that Togekiss is fainted. Sorry, Super Luck had to do you like that. Alright, so heavy booty... Pussy flaps! Alright, heavy duty boots on this thing. I think I'll just Hex it. He defogs away the rocks. That's fine. The rocks weren't super important. Alright. Now I think I bring in Inteleon. We SD in his face. This is maybe where Inteleon come in handy. Maybe should switch to Inteleon that turn, in all honesty. But that's fine. Anticipating the defog. But we get some residual on this thing. Which can be helpful if he starts roosting and etc, etc. So going to Inteleon here. Inteleon is our switching to the bulky water. He roosts. Yep, okay. So, ISD here. This thing can't possibly hurt me too badly. So, ISD here. Just don't burn! Thank you. Now I look at it. Let me just see. I gotta decide here now. Do I G-Max? Do I just go for the ice? Let me just check. Dyna. See, how strong is Icicle Spear if I Dyna, it's a 130 base power attack. I'm +2. Do I SD again? I think I SD again, in all honesty. He hazes. Alright, not bad. Not bad. SDing again. I'm SDing again. I don't even care. If I get 3 hits, I'm doing 40 to this thing. So he scalds me again. Okay. Now I Icicle Spear, I think. If I can get a good roll on the Icicle Spear. Can't quite take him out, but I can put him in a lot of trouble. Now he has to haze. Yup. Now that I'm not +2. If I can get... How many hits here? If I can get 4 hits, I take this thing out. If I can get 4 hits, I take this thing. Actually, I might still take this thing out with some burn damage. So 2. Oh, I don't get it. Oh, I don't get it. Oh, that's frustrating. Alright. I think I Swords Dance again. Just don't Scald burn me. Just don't burn. Thank you. Now I think I Dynamax and just go for the Max Hailstorm. And I think that takes him out. So we Dyna, Max Hailstorm. Yup! We got a crit. Don't think that crit mattered. Yeah, crit didn't matter. Let me check. No, that crit didn't matter. Didn't matter that time. That didn't matter that time. Okay, but now we're in a pretty good... Oh, the Goodra can come in and take us out. It did not matter that time. Comment section. But alright. The only issue is that then the Goodra comes in and can outspeed us. So I imagine that's why he's... Well, maybe, though, actually. Nah, Draco kills. T-Bolt also kills if he has it, which... Who knows if he does, but okay. Arvid's getting a little tilted in the comments. Arvid's getting a little tilted in the comments, but that's fine. We're still not out of this. Listen, Choice Scarf Goodra is no joke. Okay, brings in the Miltank, though. Okay. How much do we do this thing with a Hydro Snipe? I guess I just Hydro Snipe? Is Scarf Goot? If it's... we just KO? Oh, we don't KO it. Okay. And he milk drinks. Oh, that's fine. Okay. So we waste another turn of Dynamax. Hey, look at this. So, we Dynamaxed successfully. We got 2 kills with the Dynamax. We took out a bulky water, everybody. We did something with it. Nobody can say we didn't. Alright, he's not getting himself locked in with the Goodra, which is actually smart. Okay, but now we're back down. Now the Melmetal comes in. Sorry, I think I just liquidation. He's letting me get damage. I don't know why he's not going into Goodra. Okay, well, how much is Kobe doing to this thing? Can Kobe do 15? Okay, I kind of don't understand why he's not just going to the Goodra. Cobalion with Chip. So now we just fire off a close combat. He brings in the Goodra, that's fine. I think the hail damage will take him out, actually. Oh, we'd lose the hail. Okay, well, yeah, that happens. Okay. Okay. Well, let me think here. He's at 8. He can get himself unlocked out of an attack. So this is not... We're not out of the woods yet. Could go to Corsola here. Could go to Corsola here. I just gotta catch him locked into the wrong attack. Although, is he even taking out Cobalion at minus... Is he even taking out Cobalion with Flamethrower at minus? Probably, yeah, probably is. Oh, yeah, no, that's big. So I know a fire move's coming, though. As long as I save the Focus Sash on Weavile. Okay, I think we switch into... Of course, if we can get rocks up, we also win. If we can get rocks up, we also beat this thing. So we'll go to Corsola. He does Flamethrower. I just put up rocks. Again, I put up rocks, and he can't do anything with this Goodra. And this Goodra's dead. Yeah, rocks. Boom, the Goodra's gone. The Goodra's not a factor anymore. So now I just Will-O-Wisp this thing. He Earthquakes me. That's fine. We disable the Willow! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Arvid. Oh, that's tough. I think I just Strength Sap. He struggles. Yeah, he's getting mad in the chat. We Strength Sap on this thing. That's so much health. Yeah, now we just Hex. Now we Hex, and that's it. That's game. We disable it. Once again, the Choice Band. Boom. That's it. Now the Corsola gets an indirect kill, and boom, that's it. We are able to 4-0 Arvid right there. We got a little bit of luck. A little bit of designed luck, in fairness. A little bit of luck by design. A little bit of luck by design there on the Elm Stream. So, the crit, obviously, with the Mew, mattered a ton. But again, we did bring it for that. So, Arvid's gonna be upset. He already looks upset. He's getting upset in the comments. I apologize. I feel a little bit bad. But either way, with that, we do improve to 3-2. which is very exciting. And we're going to be facing off next week against Nico, who's been a very helpful guy. Helped me mock a lot the last couple weeks. Hopefully he hasn't been helping me do that just to pick up some of my tricks. Learn how my mind works. By the way, we'll be facing off against him in the Cataclysmic Conkelders next week. So very excited for that. Hopefully we can keep keeping ourselves in playoff position, but leave me a comment on this video. Like the video. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know the kinds of content you want to see. But either way, I will be back next time. Coastal Claydols want to keep this winning streak up. I am very happy this battle went as well as it did, and I will see you guys next time.